Let's dive into day 28 with a comprehensive introduction. In distributed systems, especially microservices from day 7, partial failures, timeouts, network blips, and downstream service degradation are not exceptions. They are the norm. Today, we focus on two cornerstone resilience patterns: the circuit breaker, which acts like an electrical fuse to stop calling a failing service and prevent cascading failures that can take down the entire system, and intelligent retry patterns that handle transient errors like temporary network glitches or overloaded services, with exponential backoff, jitter, and circuit breaker integration to avoid thundering herds. We'll explore the original Hystrix library from Netflix, now archived but highly influential, modern alternatives like Resilience4j, Java, Poly, .NET, and others, and how these patterns integrate with Day 27 service discovery for dynamic endpoints, Day 18 monitoring for failure detection, and Day 17 reliability engineering for overall system resilience.
This is where theory meets harsh reality. These patterns are what separate systems that collapse under pressure from those that gracefully degrade and recover. Let's go deep.
Here's the expanded roadmap for today. We start with the reality of distributed systems. Failures are partial, intermittent, and cascading. The circuit breaker pattern is a state machine that moves between closed, normal operation, open, fail fast, no calls, and half open, test recovery states to protect callers from doomed downstream services. Retry patterns intelligently retry transient failures using exponential backoff with jitter to prevent thundering herd problems, often combined with circuit breakers. We'll look at Hystrix, Netflix's original resilience library, now archived, why it became influential, and modern successors like Resilience4j, Poly, and others. These integrate with Day 18 monitoring to trigger circuit opens on error thresholds, Day 17 reliability for self-healing, and Day 7 microservices for service-to-service resilience. Why do we need circuit breakers and retries? In distributed systems, a single slow or failing service can cause cascading failures that bring down the entire application in seconds, far worse than a single point failure. Transient errors, network hiccups, garbage collection pauses, temporary overloads are extremely common and usually resolve themselves quickly if given a little time. The original Hystrix library from Netflix literally saved them billions in lost revenue during outages and became the blueprint for resilience libraries worldwide. Even though Hystrix is archived, the patterns it popularized remain essential. Modern libraries have simply improved on its ideas with better ergonomics, lower overhead, and reactive, non-blocking support. Let's break down the circuit breaker pattern in detail. In the closed state, all calls pass through normally, and failures are counted. When failure threshold, e.g., 50% errors in last 100 calls, is exceeded, the breaker trips to open state. All subsequent calls immediately return a fallback response, cached value, default, error, without hitting the failing service. After a configurable sleep window, e.g. 530 seconds, it moves to half-open state, allowing a limited number of test calls. If they succeed, it resets to closed. If any fail, it reopens immediately. Circuit breaker configuration is where the magic happens. Set a failure threshold, for example, 50% errors in the last 100 calls or last 10 seconds. Use a sliding window, time-based or request count-based, to measure recent behavior. Sleep window determines how long to stay open before testing recovery. Fallbacks can be static defaults, cached last known good data, or degraded experiences, e.g., show fewer recommendations.
Hystrix historical context. Released by Netflix in 2012, it pioneered circuit breakers, retries, thread isolation, and fallbacks in Java. It used per-command thread pools to prevent one slow service from starving others. Despite being archived in 2018 due to high overhead and blocking nature in a reactive world, Hystrix's patterns and terminology remain the foundation of almost every modern resilience library. Bulkhead isolation patterns, derived from ship design where sections are partitioned to prevent sinking if one area floods. Thread pool isolation creates separate thread pools for different services to prevent resource exhaustion. Semaphore isolation limits concurrent calls to a service without extra threads. Key benefit: containing damage and preserving system-wide availability during partial failures. Retry patterns basics. Simple retry uses fixed delay and fixed attempts. Works for very short transients. Exponential backoff increases delay exponentially. For example, 1 second, then 2 seconds, then 4 seconds, to give a failing service breathing room. Jitter adds randomness to delays to prevent synchronized retries, also known as the thundering herd problem. Always combine retries with a maximum number of attempts and an overall timeout, so calls never hang indefinitely. Retry plus circuit breaker synergy. Circuit breaker is checked first. If open, skip retries and go straight to fallback. Retries only occur when the circuit is closed. In half-open state, allow only limited test calls, often 1 to 3 retries. Fallback is the ultimate safety net when retries are exhausted or circuit is open. Common failure scenarios. These patterns address transient network blips that resolve in seconds, downstream service overload or garbage collection pauses causing temporary unresponsiveness, dependency timeouts from slow external APIs, partial degradation, where some instances are slow but others are healthy.
Circuit breaker states deep dive. Closed is normal operation, calls pass through. Failures are counted over a sliding window, time or request count. Open state fast fails every call for a sleep window, returning fallback immediately. Half open allows a limited number of test calls. Success resets to closed. Failure reopens the circuit. When retrays meet the thundering herd, if thousands of clients retry at the exact same millisecond, they can DDoS the very service they are trying to help. To prevent this, always use exponential backoff, which increases wait time between attempts. And add jitter, a random noise that desynchronizes the retries across different clients. This spreads the load over time, giving the service breathing room to recover and successfully handle the requests. Fallback strategies. Static fallback returns a default value or friendly error message. Cached fallback uses last known good data from cache, day 12. Degraded mode returns partial results or simplified views. Chain fallbacks for multiple levels of gracefulness. Let's wrap up day 28. We've explored the critical resilience patterns of circuit breakers and retries, essential for building robust microservices that can survive partial failures and cascading outages. From the basic state machine of closed, open, and half open to advanced retry configurations with exponential backoff and jitter, you now have the tools to handle distributed system complexity. Tomorrow for day 29, we'll dive into the bulkhead pattern and fallback strategies to ensure your applications remain responsive even when parts of them are failing. Check the homework in the previous video. See you tomorrow. Hystrix legacy lessons. Thread pool isolation prevented one slow command from starving the entire app. Hystrix dashboard provided real-time circuit metrics. It was replaced because of blocking nature and high overhead in reactive and non-blocking ecosystems. Modern equivalents like Resilience 4J and Poly are lightweight, non-blocking, and modular.
Modern resilience libraries, Resilience 4J, Java, offers modular circuit breaker, retry, rate limiter, bulkhead. Poly.NET uses expressive policy composition. Spring Cloud Circuit Breaker integrates Resilience 4J. Service mesh proxies like Envoy, Istio apply resilience at the network layer without code changes. Resilience best practices. Always combine circuit breaker plus retry plus timeout. Tune thresholds to match your error budget from day 17. Make fallbacks meaningful and thoroughly tested. Monitor circuit state, retry counts, and fallback usage with day 18 tools. Common resilience pitfalls. Over-retries amplify load on recovering services. Poor fallbacks cause silent failures or bad UX. No monitoring means blind resilience. Static configs don't adapt to changing failure patterns.
Recapping day 28, we explored circuit breaker and retry patterns for handling distributed failures.
Covered Hystrix legacy, modern libraries, integration with prior days, best practices, and pitfalls. The key takeaway: proactive failure handling with circuit breakers and retries is essential for resilient microservices. On day 29 covers asynchronous communication in architectures, including message queues like RabbitMQ.
Homework: add a circuit breaker or retry pattern to a small service or API call. Questions? Comment. We'll reply. Thanks. Like, share, and subscribe.